Hey, welcome to my new video on the XSR series where I'm installing a bunch of accessories that I've acquired. The first video on this series was the exhaust. I showed that. I also saw the engine guards. The second video I think was the box full of goodies where I show everything else that I'm going to install, and I just started installing myself. So the last video was the protector of the rectifier. That was pretty easy. I didn't have the tools, so I had to go and buy them, but that's all fine now. And having the tools, now we're going to the second install for myself. What we're going to install now is, let me show you here, it's an official Yamaha accessory. It's not made by Yamaha but by Gilles Tooling. This is, I think, a French brand. And what I got is this passenger foot bag removal kit, something like that. So let me show you here quickly. So these are some covers that you install on the bike instead of the passenger foot bags. It stays on the bike stem with this slightly triangular and the three circles or the three holes. This is all machined, so it's very nice finish. It was also not cheap, to be honest. And there's a larger one for the right side where you can then hang the brake fluid reservoir. So they are slightly different, as you can see, but that's all fine. And they should be pretty easy to install, but let's see what the instructions say. So good question is, where are the instructions? Here they are. So they come with a full set of bolts and washers and things like that. The instructions. Let me read first because I've never installed one of these, so let's find out. Parts, they are all here. Oh, this comes in German, so maybe the Gilles Tooling brand is German, not French. I don't know. Advice: the use of middle strength screw locking is recommended. What does this mean? This means that you should use something like this, which is kind of a glue for the screws. So you put a small drip on the screw and then you screw it in, and the glue kind of holds it together against vibration. So it's not really to glue the stuff together. It's just so that the bolts don't unscrew as you ride with the vibration. So actually you should use this almost everywhere. Well, some screws maybe you need to take them out and in more often, but it's very normal that you lose screws if you don't have this stuff. So I brought this one because I knew it would be needed, and that's what they say here. So advise these to use middle strength. I think this is, yeah, Mittelfest. I don't know German, but somehow Mittel sounds like middle strength. So this is middle strength, which is what we need. It should be pretty straightforward, but I'll show you how to do it if I don't screw up. Okay, so I'm using a little tripod here so that you can see what I'm doing. Basically what we have to do is remove these two and this one. This one will be reused. These two are not, of course, because this whole assembly is coming out. We will use the one where there's a support for the brake fluid reservoir on the right side of the bike, and we will use the washers and bolts and the middle strength glue. And so for this I need some tools that I will get. So what kind of size is this? It's the larger one. Again, like in the previous video, I have no idea what this size is. Fuck, this doesn't move. I was saying, because I'm not in my place, I don't have my tools here, I just have a few, and we'll have to do with these. And we're already getting into trouble because there is no way with just this leverage I can unscrew these things. So the reason why this is so difficult to take off is very likely because they also glued the original ones so that they don't come off. And as you can see, they don't come off, not even when you want to. Make sure you don't lose any parts in this because you'll have to reuse them. No, it won't move a little bit, so I will have to figure something out and I will be right back. So I am back from the shop with a big ass set of Allen keys. That's the name of this sort of keys, or wrenches, and we should now be able to remove the passenger foot pegs, or not. Yeah, this is the correct one, so I'm going to remove from this set. So at least we have a little bit more leverage now. It might not be enough, but then there are some tricks you can do to get even more leverage. So why is this not going in? Oopsie. So let's see if this now... damn it, it won't budge at all. Okay. So what we're going to do is put in the key and then use this one like this. Sorry, like this. And this will give us a longer arm, and that gives us more power, basically, due to the magnificent laws of physics. Now finally, it's starting to get easier. Jesus, this is ridiculous. I could have bet that I was damaging the bolt, the screw, or the Allen key. I'm not, but I had to do so much strength even after the first movement and for a long time that I really thought I was destroying this thing. Oh, you see, I don't know if you can see on the video. Let me show you this. You gotta see this. So, can you see? Yes, you can, of course. You can see the blue. This blue is glue, right? The same glue that I have here. This type of glue that doesn't let the screw go out, but they put a huge amount of glue. So that's why this is so hard to remove. Wow, I have never seen anything like this. Not that I have a lot of experience, but I never imagined, let me put it like that, I never imagined it would be so damn difficult. No wonder I could not do anything with this little thing. Ah, there we are. So, you see the amount of glue comes all the way from here to tip. It's wow, just wow. Okay, so that's one foot peg. This is the cover, so it basically covers like this. And this one attaches. So you need to put a drop of blue stuff here. I recommend putting it at the tip because that definitely will screw in, and you don't know if in the back it will screw in. So just a little drop. As you can see here, this is enough. And now we screw it in. Oopsie, that was stupid. Oh fuck again. Okay. So now we do the reservoir. Let's put this tube through the back and this reservoir. Okay, there's some dents here that you need to make sure are aligned. So that the reservoir is horizontal. That should do it. So there's the final look on the passenger side. This looks very light colored on the camera, but it's all black. Everything is black here, you cannot see the difference. You can see it on the camera, but not in real life. So it looks good with the 3 little holes that are just like these ones. And now we're going to do the other side. And now we can install the nice covers. So, do you need these covers? No, you don't need them. You can just remove the foot pegs if you want, and that's it. But then you will have this ugly plate here, and I think it looks better with the cover. But it's up to you. One thing you need to understand though is that on the other side, the foot peg is holding the brake fluid reservoir. So if you remove the foot peg, you need to get something else to hold the reservoir in place. It should be horizontal, so you don't want to, attach it against the frame or anything with a zip tie. So you'll definitely need some kind of support to the other side, and you might as well get the nice pretty ones. I'm sure there are cheaper options, but in my opinion these are the best looking ones, and that's what I'm looking for on this bike. So here you see the plates. I can see through the camera that they look at a slightly different color. That's again the light hitting and things like that, because they are fully black and this is also fully black, so there's no significant difference for sure. Seeing a little bit from far, I think they look pretty nice. I would rather have the whole thing removed, but that's not possible. On this side it also looks nice. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like the foot pegs, or the plates that cover the foot pegs. Let me know. I hope you learned something, and hit subscribe if you want to see the rest of the stuff. I still got a box full of things that I'm going to install. I'll be doing videos one by one. I think it's nicer if somebody searches for something specific, and also it allows me to edit before I put it up faster. So see you on the next video. Bye.